Hello, World of Tank Blitzers, and hopefully a few future mom rads out there. Littlefinger here, sharing a little more knowledge with you guys. Today, I just want to do a quick review of the T54 first prototype. You can see it here in the new winter 2016 layout. Had a rough week this week, and just decided I'd go ahead and treat myself to this tank, which is a premium tier 8 Russian tank. You can see it up here. It is $30 in the store. It comes with 1,800 of gold. Just real quick, how I am running this right now as far as consumables, repair kit, multi-purpose, and adrenaline provisions. This tank's a little sluggish, so I'm running both fuels and running the protective kit. Ammunition, just 10 rounds of APCR. This tank does have pretty good penetration values, and I'll talk about those a little bit more in game here. And I have decided to run the rammer, the vertical stabilizer, and vents. So I'm just going to jump into some gameplay and talk about how this tank feels and plays, and just some of the stuff I really like about it. So let's jump into a game. Alright guys, first game here. Got to admit I am still in the honeymoon phase with this tank, so I have yet to face any tier 9s, but anyway, you can see here, fast forwarded, we're getting about 44 kilometers per hour on the top end here. So comparing that to some of the other mediums in the class, you know, the Panzer is at 50, the T54 is at about 51, the STA-1 comes in at about 45. So as far as the mediums at this tier, this is one of the slowest ones. However, it does have very good traverse speeds at 63 degrees per second and a turret traverse of 57.8. But you can see here in the video the biggest downside on this tank, and the case with all Russian tanks, is the gun depression here. You can see at 6%, I've pushed forward into a difficult spot, and I have to basically crest the ridge there just to be able to get the gun depression to get a shot in. But you can see there that Pershing bounced its first shot on me, and that is the best thing about this tank in my opinion. As a medium, with 180 millimeters of turret armor in the front and 120 on the side. Your hull armor is at 120 and 90 on the sides. I'm averaging, I've only played 3 games in this, just to be honest with you guys. I have won all 3, but I'm averaging 3 or 4 bounces per battle. So that's always nice in those mediums when you are being a little bit more aggressive. Having a medium that you can brawl in is really fun. So you can see here again another bounce, but I do have to push all the way up there just to get my shot in. So working around now, they've got a couple tanks here on low health. Want to just push in and finish them off. T20 gets one of them there, and I'm going to push around here on the right and get the Pershing. And we have the SP1C down here, so I'm going to switch over to Heat, knowing that he doesn't have much armor. Shooting on the run here and do miss that shot, but you can see do considerable amount of damage there just with the ram on such a light tank. This tank is just shy of 36 tons, so once you do get that thing up to full speed, it does have some good ramming capabilities there. The horsepower, 587 horsepower on the engine. Like I said, you're going to get about 40 to 44 kilometers per hour depending upon, you know, what you're running as far as fuel and vents and those type of things. So you can see here on these 2 heavies, I'm gonna go ahead and just basically create a little chaos, you know, just keep on moving, make them turn those big slow turrets around. and just use my maneuverability here to get shots into their weak spots on the back. The tank does about 175 millimeter penetration value on it, with an average damage there at about 280. Very nice penetration. Like I said, I haven't faced any tier 9s, so we'll see how that goes, but in the next game I'll show you up against the KV4. So you can see here 2600 damage, 3 kills, 12 shots in there, 3 bounce. I received 6 shots and 3 of those bounced. So you can see here this tank does some nice damage. So let me load up the second game real quick. Alright guys, so second game here, which is actually my 3rd game overall in the T54 prototype, on the new canyon map. So team calls to push right, and so away we go here. So you can see it does take a little while to get up to full speed, but at full speed here, you know, with all of the terrain, we're getting 44. That's pretty much our average. So it's not bad, especially when you combine it with the excellent traverse and turret traverse speeds. Again, you do have to get accustomed to playing the Russian tanks with their low gun depression. You have to, you know, it's more of a map awareness issue, knowing where you can and can't be to be effective in game. You see here, I'm gonna have to pull all the way over this ridge to get a shot in, but go ahead and get him on the tracks. And their team just basically pushed too fast, leaving their slow tank behind. So I got shot somewhere down there, the canal area, and so I'm going to go ahead and push up on this ridge and get away from whatever tank that was shooting at me. And basically, you know, we're just pumping shots. So 2 down. Team's working well together here, and so we are going to continue pushing to the right. KV4 up ahead. I know that armor's going to be trouble on this, so I'm going to go ahead and just switch over to APCR, and no problems with that. So see if I can't get another shot in here. I think I might have just got him in the tracks. Switch back to just regular AP, and just using this ridge line here to pull back and get myself to safety. You can see there, that must have been the KV bouncing a shot off of me. And just trying to keep that that front angle of the tank there, just angle back a little bit more. You see it's got a real quick reload. Get a nice shot in here for the kill. And just continue pushing around, knowing that everyone's off to my left. You can see there, was showing a lot of red with the AP on the KV1, so I switched over to APCR. We've got the RU coming through, so get one shot because I was already loaded in, but I'm going to switch over to HE and just go ahead and get a nice shot, finish him off. Traded shots there, but another bounce from the KV. I mean, what more could you ask for from a medium tank that can bounce these kind of shots from a heavy? So he's the last one left, and we push in for the kill. And you know, it's just opportunistic, finding my spots, and doing a considerable amount of damage in this tank. 71,000 credits, 3,000 damage. So far, so good. I'm loving it. Anyway, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Going to be putting out a lot more of these type of videos. Also low-tier videos, full-depth reviews. Stay safe out there, guys. Have fun with the game. Get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger